Hi everybody, welcome to video number 17. Now today's theme is all about love, and I want to dedicate this episode to my parents, Cynthia and Terry Barnett, because tomorrow they are actually celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary, which is just amazing. And I'll share a quick little story with you so you can all understand that humour doesn't have to die even though you've been together for 60 years. Last week my dad's got so much soppier the older he's become, and he looked at my mum and he said, "You know, I'm so lucky." And my mum turned around to my dad and said to him, "You are lucky, because you're lucky you're not under the patio after all this time." So it was so funny, but I wanted to share that little humour with you because it's so lovely to see that they can still laugh and joke with each other. Okay, so let's get to it. Now, I've broken down today's video into 3 parts. The first part is the love of yourself. The second part is the love of others. And the third part is the love of each other. And I'm going to explain to you what I mean by each one. Let's look at number 1, first of all, the love of yourself. Now, self-love is so important. And you heard me mention this in the last video, right? But how can we expect other people to love us if we don't love ourselves? So it's really important that even on our off days, we all get them. I like to call them ugly days. No matter what you're wearing, no matter what you've done with your hair, your makeup, where you're going, who you're with, it doesn't matter because you just don't feel yourself on those days. Well, it's called being human. But just remember, when we are having those days, it's okay to have them, but on the good days, enjoy them and always be mindful, because your smile will always look beautiful on you. Even though you may not be smiling inside, smile on the outside, because you may be facing somebody who hasn't had a smile or received a smile in a very long time. So it can rub off. So it's really important that you look at finding the good things in you and the things that you do like about yourself, and cherish them and work with them, because it does help you with accepting and moving on into other relationships, right? So number 2, love of others. Now I'm talking about friends, family, and of our work colleagues. I like to call them my kind of people. Now, you remember when we talked about this, the kind of people that come around you in the jealousy and the envy video? Well, these kind of people that we're talking about here, your kind of people, are the people that you absolutely love. People who just get you, right? No matter where you are in the world, no matter what time of the day it is, you can pick up the phone to that person, and you know something? It may have been months or even years since you last spoke, but you know that they're always going to be there, no matter whether you need them yesterday, tomorrow, or a week from now. You know you can always count on those kinds of people, those kinds of friends. And those are the ones that I cherish most, because, you know, life gets in the way. Sometimes we always say, let's get together, let's do this, let's talk this week, I'm going to call you, and then life steps in, and before you know it, a week has gone by, and a month has gone by, and a year has gone by. But it doesn't matter, because those kinds of people, your kind of people, are always going to be there for you. So cherish those people, because they are the ones who you'll be sitting in the rocking chair with, making memories and laughing about the memories that have already been made and the stories you had to tell all throughout your lives together. And that's so wonderful. Now then, let's get down to the nitty-gritty one. The love of each other. Now, this is the romantic kind. Now, for those of you who have actually been to me for a spiritual session, you'd have heard me say that I don't believe in the one. And there's a reason for that, because first of all, I think people come into our life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, right? I don't believe in the one, because I think we learn something new from every single relationship. But I do massively believe that there is one you are meant to spend the rest of your days with. And that's what I call a soul connection. You hear people talk about twin flames. Well, I don't delve into that. That's not my bag. But I absolutely believe that there is a soulmate there for all of us. But sometimes, you know, we can settle. And let's talk a little bit about why we choose to do that. We reach a certain stage in our life and we think, you know what, I'm not going to find anybody else. I'm not going to meet anybody better. There may not be anything wrong with them, but there's two different types of love. So let's talk about what I mean about that. The first type of love is, I love you, I love spending time with you, and I love the things we do, I love the things we have, and I love the things that we've built, whether it be your family together, your home together, your businesses together, but I'm not in love with you. I don't want to rip your clothes off. I don't feel that magic with you anymore. I might have at one stage, which is why you're still in my life now. But it's okay to outgrow love. And it's okay to outgrow love in not just the romantic sense, but in the friendship sense, because we can outgrow people. You know, that's why I said to you just now about people coming into our life for a reason, season, or lifetime. Not everybody makes it to the lifetime. And if you are lucky enough to make it to the lifetime, using my parents as an example, then that's wonderful. But if you haven't made it through, that's okay. But there's no need for you to settle. Yes, a lot of the time people do because of financial circumstances, because of family circumstances. You put our family first, and I commend each and every single one of you for making those personal decisions. But let's look at what your soul is going to feel, right? Now, if you're looking for that magic, you have to literally let the universe work for you. And I know a lot of people get impatient. I see so many people on a daily, weekly, monthly basis that come and say, I've lost complete faith in finding a real love. Well, just so you know, it's not all on your time frame. That person that is meant to come into your world to be your forever one, they may be experiencing things in their world that they're ironing out that has delayed them actually coming into your world. But what your job is not to lose faith. Your job is to keep that faith and be ready for when they do come in. Because you know the famous saying, be careful what you wish for and it might come true. It will. You've just got to believe in that. Now, a lot of us give up on dating because we've tried these horror stories of online dating. They've ended up in disasters. Well, here's a disaster story for you from my online dating way back when in Miami. I decided, because I traveled so much, it was so difficult for me to meet people. So I thought, okay, I'll give the online dating a shot. And I got chatting to this gorgeous man, or so I thought, who was a maxillary facial surgeon. I thought, oh, ding dong, that sounds lovely. Let's give it a go. So we'd arranged to go for dinner. And where we were actually going to eat, it was all, in Miami, it's a lot of, you have to pay for parking, not like our car parks, but meter parking. So I didn't have any quarters with me. And this guy was like, oh, I've got a card. You can use my card. I'll meet you in the car park. I was like, okay, that sounds good. Impressed already that he's willing to pay for my parking. So all of a sudden, it was getting quite dark outside. So I could see this shadowy figure walking towards me thinking, oh, he's gorgeous. Look how tall he is and muscly he is, etc. But then he got close to me. And I've never seen the worst toupee in my entire life that was on this man's head. I could even see the bobby pins that he was holding it to his scalp with. And I thought, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? Shall I run? I can't run because my car's right there. But it's not in my nature to be rude either. So I thought, right, if I don't do appetizer, I don't do dessert, I'll wrap up dinner quickly. I can get in and out of there within 45 minutes. Wonderful. So the plan was going to plan. Great. I made the waiter hide us behind this tree so if any of my friends walked by, they couldn't see me. And then at the end of it, to top it off, the waiter came over and said, did you want to take your leftovers home with you? And I said, no, thank you. And the guy said, I will. He took my leftovers home in a box. So that was the last time I did online dating. I thought, nope, not for me. But some people I know have met the most incredible people that have actually got married on there. So whichever way you feel comfortable in looking for love, then do it, okay? But don't give up on it. More than anything, don't give up because your soul is too lovely to go through this world alone. So in those moments of weakness that you think, it's not going to happen, it happens when you least expect it. Now, there's a couple of things that I want to talk to you about first of all. Let's talk about the love for each other, as in our family and friends, right? I've got something fun here that I want to share with you. It's called Help You Bury the Body. This is, again, a beautiful bracelet. You can get your friends as something fun. This is turquoise on there, just so you know, right? But how fun is that to know that you're going to give that to one of your best mates and say, I'd help you bury the body if you had to. Now, the next one is the Dalmatian Jasper. Now, what this is, I want to show you. These are the tumble stones that we've got here. Dalmatian Jasper is absolutely wonderful because not only does it help to increase, patience when trying to grow a long-term relationship, because as relationships develop, so time develops and so your patience start waning. So it helps you keep that. But it is also wonderful to help get the passion and the desire going. So if you've reached that little bit of a pinnacle in the relationship and it may be flatlined, work with the Dalmatian Jasper, kickstart that magic in your relationship, and it's wonderful. But if you're looking for new love and you're fed up of being on your own, then you can do the Attract New Love Manifestation Candle. Now, when you go onto the website, you'll see the page Manifest. Click on there. You will see the manifestation candles. You may want to strengthen an existing love because there's many different types on there that you can use. But what I'm going to tell you here comes in with Angie's terms and conditions, right? You've got to be specific with what you're asking for and be careful what you're asking for. Remember that you have to not only ask for a love, but you've also got to commit to what you're going to give to that relationship as well. But the reason I'm telling you to be careful is because I've done this in the past and it can bite you in the backside if you're not careful. So don't make the same mistakes as I did. Work with it, trust it, and start manifesting the new love into your life. But who doesn't want love? I don't know anybody on this planet who doesn't want to love or be loved. So if you think this video could help somebody to understand maybe some of the emotions they're experiencing with love, then please share it. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all on the next one.